Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be trying out 3 different steaks at 3 different price points to figure out which one is bigger.
Can't complain about a $12 steak though.
More timer. I need to go in with the butter though. I need to figure out. Or eaterer, of course.
Well,
let's get into it.
Let's dive right in. Ladies and gentlemen, after a long and arduous journey, we've made it to the first steakhouse that we're going to be eating our lowest cost steak at, and that is the Belgian Waffle and Omelette Inn. Let's go check it out.
Well, technically it's a cafe, but they serve steak, so we're gonna call it a steakhouse because we're eating steak.
Absolutely.
But what we have is an 8-ounce top sirloin steak, sourdough bread on the side, potatoes, and an over easy egg right there.
And guys, this is definitely a steal. At a $12 price point, you're getting an 8-ounce steak, 2 eggs, a huge portion of hash browns, along with 2 slices of toast, or you can even get a pancake. And honestly, it's giving me some big nostalgia vibes right now. Me and Denzel in high school, after football games, after whatever, we'd come to a lot of diners like this. It's obviously no frills. It's not going to be anything crazy, but I'm excited nonetheless.
Very excited. So going for that steak.
That is what we got. Medium rare steak. It looks cooked pretty well. Cheers, my
cheers.
friend. Seasoned very well, actually.
Yeah.
Salt level is good. Obviously, sirloin is going to be a leaner piece of meat. A little bit chewy, but flavor's on point. Can't complain about a $12 steak.
Yeah, it's pretty good for what you're getting. You're definitely getting your bang for your buck. Nice, chewy piece. Seasoned really well, actually. And what's nice is that there's definitely some juices in there for sure.
Cooked very well. Nice pink.
Yeah, nice pink innards. Working very well. Yeah.
I mean, guys, this is a whole meal. This is enough for 2 people, honestly.
It really is.
This is a bottle of sauce that I've always heard of, but I don't think I've ever actually tried. Heinz 57 sauce. It says it adds zest.
I told you, there's like a what did I say? Tart flavor.
Yeah, you said it's tart.
Yeah, which is
no,
like
but
zest.
it adds zest.
Your zest.
Dude, chicken, steak, and pork. So let's give it a go. It looks like barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but it's very different though, I'm telling you.
Is it? Whoa. That acidity to it. But it is also sweet a little bit. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan. It's not bad. I think I would prefer this on chicken.
Sometimes you just have to. You don't need it on this one, technically, but it's gonna add a lot for sure.
Honestly, I do like A1. I'm not afraid to admit it. A1.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Classic A1 flavors. It's like strong, tart, punchy.
Acidic.
Yeah, acidic.
Zest, a little bit sweet.
A little bit
orange
sweet,
juice.
Yeah. That tastes like, you know what A1 tastes like. I ain't gotta explain it to y'all. You guys already know. So with that being said, let's move on to the second steakhouse, which is the middle price steak at $68. See you there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at our second steak restaurant. We're at Harbor Seafood and Steak Company, where we're gonna be trying out some of their American Wagyu. And it looks like they serve the appetizer at the door. So let's go ahead and give it a go.
Let's give it a taste. Guys, we have the middle price steak here. What it is a Wagyu hanger steak at $68 for the steak. And also you get 2 sides, which we have macaroni and au gratin.
And it's looking wonderful. One thing to note about the steak, that dollop on the top is their truffle mushroom butter that's served. You have the choice of the sauce, and we chose the truffle mushroom to satisfy Denzel's truffle cravings.
Of course.
And the sides, I mean, the sides are looking just as good as the steak, honestly, but we're here to review the steak, so let's do that first.
Yes, let's get into the steak, brother.
All right, and so this is the hanger steak, sometimes also known as the butcher steak, because butchers used to hide this specific cut of meat because it was so flavorful and so tender. I'm excited to give it a try.
And guys, these are sourced from Snake River Farms, which is a very popular place that they get steak out here.
That's where you get the American Wagyu. So cheers, my friend. Wow.
Interesting. Really good.
It's amazing. When you look at the steak, it really doesn't look like it's too fatty or too meat. But when you bite into it, it really kind of just melts away with very little teeth interaction.
Even a baby could chew this down and break it down for you. Nice flavors coming out of that. It's juicy, just like other steaks, and it's really good. I need to go in with the butter though. I need to figure out.
Got to try it with that truffle butter because the smell is just hitting the nostrils.
You guys know I love truffle, so you cannot skip the truffle. All right, so look at that with the truffle on it.
Look at that truffle butter.
Cheers.
Try it out.
You need the truffle. I cannot stress that enough. You need truffle in your life if you've never had it, but it just complements the steak so well. Adds an extra layer of flavor, and I think it really brings it out of it. Brings out of the steak, like the pairing.
The collab with the truffle butter and the steak works very well, especially with how tender and how beefy the hanger steak is, that truffle is kind of just like an extra oomph of flavor. Really good. And these sides are calling my name.
I cannot lie.
Let's dive right in.
So let's start with that mac. Oh, you put that fork and you hear the crunch, the separation of the breadcrumbs.
Wow, this looks super cheesy. A little bit loose. The sauce isn't very thick, but it smells really good.
Mm.
Whoa.
Big flavor.
That's not the flavor profile I was expecting, actually. Super sharp cheese blend to get that nice funkiness on the front and a nice crunch from the Peco breadcrumb, and then a little bit of freshness from the green onion.
Very solid, yeah, definitely. It is on the runnier side of macs, not as thick and congealed, but that's also nice because it's light and feels refreshing. With all those onions and whatnot, makes me feel like I'm eating healthy when I eat this mac.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe after all this steak.
Look at that. Let's get into the potatoes.
Yeah.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Let's get into the au gratin. They prepared it in the traditional way, layering the potatoes.
Almost like a lasagna.
Yeah, with the cream. You can see those super thin potatoes. Cheers. With bacon.
Looks like it.
Wow. That's like a sweet, it's like a sweet symphony.
Literally.
Potatoes just melt away. That nice smokiness from the bacon. Cheese is a perfect blend. But honestly, guys, this is just making me want to eat more steak.
Yeah, it is.
I can't lie.
What I do like about it though, is it's like you get hit with like different levels of it at different moments.
Yeah.
So you get into it, either you hit the bacon first, then the cheese from the, the cheesiness, and then the potatoes at the end. It just comes together and it's beautiful.
So that's been the second price point. Now we're headed on to the final, the crown jewel, the $150 Japanese A5 Wagyu steak. Coming up next. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the Last Steakhouse. As you can see, Edge Steakhouse. We're gonna be trying out Japanese A5 Wagyu.
Japanese A5 Wagyu. And this is really special, guys, because they only auction off 2 cows per year to the US. So this is one of 5 restaurants that is serving up A5 Japanese Wagyu. I'm super excited to try out this meat. We're really gonna ascend tonight. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Last Steakhouse, the final, the crown jewel, as some might say. This is the Edge Steakhouse, and they've served up the amuse-bouche. So this is fine dining. This is what they serve up. It's like an appetizer, an hors d'oeuvre to get the appetite going. They've served us up a purple potato chip stuffed with unagi and cream cheese, served with smoked paprika over the top, and then some fish roe. This is just the opening before the main course. So
Indeed. So it's gonna have to.
So cheers, my friend.
Cheers. Very light. Cheers.
Cut it in half. Is this a one-biter?
It's a one-biter.
I think it's
for
a
sure.
one-biter.
It's 2000% a one-biter. Oh yeah. There's a nice, kind of like almost like a smokiness taste going on in there, and then there's a sweetness, and then you get the unagi. It's very good.
Absolutely. You get that nice smokiness from the paprika. Very well. It's a little bit of sweetness. The potato chip itself is not very crunchy. It is very sweet. And then that unagi cream cheese mixture is very flavorful, very nice in the mouth. And it's just making me salivate, get more excited for that steak.
Very excited for the steak, guys. They treated us to a nice other serving of appetizer. This is a Gruyere cheese popover, as well as followed with a lavender butter that has black finishing salt on top of it.
Crack that open. Oh, super crunchy and airy. Check that out, guys. Just huge bubbles of air. Get a little bit of this butter, or maybe a lot of bit of this butter. The fragrance of the popover itself smells very sweet. And Gruyere is a nice funky Swiss cheese, so I'm excited to try this. All right, cheers, my friend. Wow, popover itself is just so crispy. But once you get through that crunchy exterior, so fluffy and airy.
Like Ezra said, same sentiments. It's nice, funky, and super crispy, nice and warm. And that crispy bite offers a nice comparison of different texture contrast. You get inside, you get the soft, and then the outside the crunch. 2 different palates on your tongue.
And then the butter just elevates the flavor. Nice creaminess. It's perfect. I mean, bread and butter, you guys know it. You know the deal.
Time to summon the steak again on the shake of another 2 fingers.
Yeah, shake of 2 fingers.
Yep.
Summon the steak. Ladies and gentlemen, the shake of 2 fingers, the A5 steak has arrived. And we said it at Ascend Steakhouse. I gotta say it again. I think we're really gonna ascend tonight.
Indeed.
The server told us this is what's called Hokkaido snow beef. And they call it snow beef because, as you see in that picture of the raw version, the patterns of the fat and the marbling almost resembles a snowflake. So this is going to be incredibly fatty, incredibly juicy, incredibly meaty, and incredibly timer and eater and bigger.
Of course.
So with that being said,
They also added this, so we have a whole carrot, corn puree, also a big purple
potato chip,
as well as a skinned tomato.
a boneless, skinless tomato.
boneless, skinless tomatoes.
And this is representative of what the cow actually finished eating. So the corn puree is what the cow has finished, the diet that it consumed in its life.
I'm gonna
A
go
piece
into
in the
the-
middle.
Yeah.
The best.
Oh, you could feel how tender
Wow,
it is
that
already.
just looks so buttery. Oh, guys,
Check this out.
it just doesn't even take any effort to pierce that beautifully, wonderful, juicy Wagyu beef.
Ready?
Cheers, my
Cheers.
friend. Wow.
One of those bites that instantly melt in your mouth yet again. Smooth, buttery type texture. So moist, juicy, and tender. It just disintegrates. So good in the flavor. So much going on. Punching you in the face.
Absolutely. It's words can almost not even describe how meaty and how juicy. You bite in, it just melts away and turns into a beautiful symphony. That's the only word I can think of. The beautiful, beefy, meaty symphony. You take a bite, you keep chewing, the juice just keeps going. It just keeps going and keeps going.
It just
doesn't stop. Oh my gosh, guys. That is definitely the pinnacle of beef steak. Doesn't get any more timer, doesn't get any more eaterer, more savory, more umami. Wow. And with that being said, we're definitely gonna wrap up this meal.
Ladies and gentlemen, all good things have to come to an end, and we've arrived at our final destination. So with that being said, I want to give you my favorite and your favorite.
Absolutely.
So for me, personally, I think that Harbor Seafood and Steakhouse was really good. I think you getting the sides that were really excellent for the price, as well as that steak that's cooked really nice, that Wagyu. I don't think you can go wrong for $68.
Absolutely. And for myself, I think I got to give it up to the first restaurant. I mean, the nostalgia factor and the price point just really sticks to the forefront of my mind. It just reminds me of a lot of late nights discussing starting a YouTube channel to now being and running a YouTube channel, making videos is really big for me. So I would say the first place, Belgian Waffle and Omelette in. But as far as the highlights and everything as a whole, you got to give it up for Edge Steakhouse, Japanese A5 Wagyu. I mean, come on guys, unmatched in terms of flavor, meatiness, juiciness. It's obvious there's a winner, but that comes with a price point. And Harbor Steakhouse, I really like the tenderness of the hanger steak as well. And like Denzel said, the sides were really well prepared. So they paid attention to all the aspects of the dish as well.
He couldn't have said it any better. Guys, you got to give the flowers to Edge Steakhouse. Give the flowers to the Belgian Waffle and Omelette. Just got to give your flowers to everywhere. Harbor as well, everywhere. So
now that we've ingested massive quantities of meat, I think it's time to say goodbye. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.
Peace.